Om Shanti Tatavara.
Om Shanti, good morning.
Good morning. Yeah. We can start.
Sure. Can you just confirm like what was the date of Murli?
Yeah. I'll share my screen just a minute.
The 16th April 1982.
Om Shanti, good morning. So today we are reading this Murli of 16th April 1982. The confluence-aged chord of self-sovereignty is the most elevated chord. So we'll continue with the Murli. In which chord has Bab Dada come today? In today's gathering, Bab Dada is seeing his children, the royal souls, who are cooperating in the task of establishing the kingdom of the world. That is, he's seeing his children who are carrying out all the activities of the kingdom and who have a right to the kingdom. He's seeing confluence-aged chord of self-sovereignty. He's seeing all the different types of cooperative souls from everywhere in this chord of self-sovereignty. The special, most elevated jewels of this chord of self-sovereignty may be far from Bab Dada personally in their corporeal forms. But Baba sees those who have a right to the kingdom in front of him on the throne in the form of a rosary. So Baba is seeing everyone like how well are we taking care of our own kingdom. Like each and every one of us, like how we are taking care of our Swarajya, okay, staying in the original form of consciousness and leading our own self. So Baba is saying that you all are far, okay, in your own form, in the physical form, and how well you're managing it. So each of you cooperative souls who has a right to the kingdom is sparkling with the sparkle of your own speciality. Each one is decorated with the ornaments of different virtues. What is the sign of having a throne in a kingdom? Hmm? What is the sign? So all of you are sitting at court, are you not? Some of you are at the front and the others are at the back, but all of you are in the court. The canopy, the sign of the throne of the kingdom, is sparkling beautifully. Each of you has a double canopy. One is the crown of light, the symbol of the angelic form, and the other is the crown of unlimited service of world benefit. So all of you have a crown, but it is number wise. So how Baba is uh, showing us the picture of how we look as as well as this, each of you has right to the kingdom, has your own personality of purity. The royalty of spirituality of each one is visible number wise. So Babdada is seeing the court of such cooperative souls, those who have a right to the kingdom. There is such a big difference between the elevated, confluence-aged court and the court of the future royal kingdom. The court of this time is the foundation of the chord for many births. The form and system of the chord of the present time will form the foundation of the future chord. Can you see where your position is in the present court of cooperative souls who have a right to the kingdom? Do all of you have the instrument with which to check? Scientists are able to take pictures of the galaxy with new inventions, and they're able to give you information about the atmosphere there and give you news in advance of the upheavals of nature and the elements that are to happen. So, can you elevated souls who have the authority of the Father, who is filled with all powers, not know at not know your present and also your future on the basis of knowledge of three aspects of time with the instruments of your divine intellects? All of you have this instrument, do you not? All of you have received a divine intellect. You also know how to use this instrument of divine intellect and where to use it. That is, in which stage you have to stabilize yourself to use it. Stabilize yourself in the stage of yourself. Stabilize yourself in the stage of knowing the three aspects of time and use this instrument on that basis. Do you know how to use it? First of all, do you know how to stabilize yourself in your position? That is, do you know how to stabilize yourself in a particular stage? So, check yourself with this instrument and see what your number is. Do you understand? So, how Baba beautifully first showed us the picture of how we are as a king, okay, sitting on the throne, how our image looks like when we are talking about the court of self sovereignty, how we look, the crown of light showing the symbolic form, the other crown showing the crown of unlimited service of world benefit. And slowly, slowly, then Baba is talking about the personality of purity, how it looks in the royal kingdom, the confluence-aged court. I mean, all these words, when we hear, Baba is slowly asking us and brought us to the point where are we all having that pure intellect, that divine intellect, where we are able to see each and everything so clearly? Because most of the time, when intellect is colored with different things, then you're not able to see things as they are. So, on the basis of knowledge, understanding the three aspects of time, we are able to take right decisions, we are able to see things as they are. The role each soul is playing, we are able to see only the qualities of the soul, not their role. So that is where we really need to have that divine intellect, and hence we can perform the best part at this confluence. So today Baba is not telling you about the complete renunciates. Now the last course remains. Today Bab Dada is seeing his companions of the royal court who have all arrived here. In today's gathering, there are more special, there are more especially loving souls. Therefore, in order to give you the return of your love, Bab Dada has also come into this loving gathering. You are souls who have the zeal and enthusiasm to celebrate a meeting. Bab Dada has also come for the celebration of children's enthusiasm in order to celebrate a meeting with you. This too is a meeting of the ocean of love and the rivers. To celebrate a meeting means to celebrate a festival. Today, Bab Dada has also come into this celebratory meeting. Bab Dada is pleased to see The souls who are celebrating a meeting, those out of such a huge population of such a huge unlimited world, the variety of souls who have the fortune of receiving love and have attained the fortune of having a meeting. Souls who have no hope in the world claimed the fortune of having all their hopes and desires fulfilled. Whereas souls who have very well known in the world and in whom there are great hopes are left wandering and searching. Whilst wondering about their searching, they have got completely lost in that and have become lost themselves. However, you loving souls attain God on the basis of your love. How beautiful. Baba is saying that we have just attained Baba. Why? Because of love. So, who is elevated? Some are debating the scriptures and are left behind, lost in the scriptures. Some become great souls but are deprived of their fortune because of being caught up in the minor illusion of the soul and the supreme soul. They are deprived of becoming children and of claiming a right to the Father. Great scientists are lost in their own research. Politicians are left behind in making their plans. Innocent devotees are left behind in searching for God in every particle. Yet, who has attained Him? The innocent children of the innocent Lord. Bole Baba ke bole bache. Those with clever brains have attained Him, but those with honest hearts have attained Him. This is why there is a saying that the Lord is pleased with an honest heart. Lord is pleased with an honest heart. With your honest hearts, all of you can be seated on the heart throne. This is what Baba wanted to explain all the while. That's why Baba shared this whole story of who is searching, how they are searching, why they were not able to attend, and why we were able to connect with Baba. And Baba is saying that because of your honest hearts, all of you can be seated on the heart throne. When you have an honest heart, you can make the Father, the comforter of hearts, belong to you. The Father, the comforter of hearts, cannot stay in your remembrance for even a second unless you have an honest heart. The hopes and desires of the elevated thoughts of those with honest hearts are easily fulfilled. Those with honest hearts experience the Father's constant company in all three forms: the corporeal, subtle, and incorporeal. Acha. To the flowing Ganges who constantly celebrate a meeting with the ocean of love, to those who constantly experience Bab Dada as belonging to them in all relationships on the basis of their love, to those who make a permanent deal with the innocent Lord, to such loving, elevated souls with honest hearts, Bab Dada's love, remembrance, and namaste. So let us give Baba our love and remembrance and say thank you and good morning. So let's hear Bab Dada meeting teaches. The first point: What do you servers constantly keep in your intellect? Do you only remember service, or do you have remembrance in service? Where there is in the where there is the balance of both remembrance and service, there will automatically be growth. The easy way to have growth is to have a balance. At present time, the greatest desires of all souls is for peace. Therefore, whenever you see that service isn't growing, that is the same as before at that center, make the atmosphere like that of Shanti Kund, a sacred area of peace. Create a room especially with this atmosphere and design. You can make it like you make Baba's room, so that in the midst of upheaval, they are able to see a peaceful corner. When you make such an atmosphere that it gives an experience of peace, service will easily grow. The museum is fine, but that is something for listening and seeing. Museum is fine for those who want to hear and find out more. But people have got tired of hearing so much. So create a place of peace for them. The majority now says to you, we have seen and heard everything of yours. But no one says, we have attained everything. As yet, they don't say that they have had an experience or attained anything of peace for even 2 minutes. They wouldn't be able to leave. Therefore, both facilities have to be created, not just a museum, but also sacred area of peace. The museum in Abu is good, but a place of peace is also attractive. If they don't understand from the pictures, then they are made to sit in remembrance for a couple of minutes. Their impression and their desire change. Then they then understand that they can find something here and that is possible to attain something here. When you have a desire to attain something, then it is easy for them to take steps to go there. So adopt such a means of expansion. However, when servers are content with themselves and with everyone, there is automatically zeal and enthusiasm for doing service and cooperating. You don't have to say anything. You don't have to make them do anything because your contentment easily brings about zeal and enthusiasm. A server needs to have the special aim of remaining content and making others content. The second point is, are you the holy swans who constantly stay on the shore of the ocean? Swans always live on the shore of an ocean and they constantly play in the waves of an ocean. Do you experience yourselves to be such holy swans? The intellects of those who constantly pick up jewels of knowledge, that is, who imbibe jewels of knowledge and are always filled with jewels of knowledge. All the rest are wasteful situations and scenes. They are just stones. Swans never take stones, they always pick up jewels. Therefore, let there never be any influence of anything wasteful. If you are influenced by that, then that is what you will churn and speak about. And by your churning and speaking about it, the atmosphere becomes like that. The situation may not be not anything much, but the atmosphere becomes such that it's as if the biggest mountain has fallen. If there is churning going on in your mind and you speak about something, then even a trivial thing becomes as big as a mountain because it spreads into the atmosphere. However, if you accommodate that situation and overcome it by becoming a detached observer, then that situation becomes like a mustard seed. So you are constantly holy swans who constantly live on the shore of the ocean, remain constantly aware of this form. So being detached and becoming aware who we are. The third point is in order for your service to become constant embodiments of success, become equal to the Father. Remember just one expression: follow Father. Whatever action you perform, first check whether it is for the Father's task. If it is for the Father's task, it is also your task. If it is not the Father's, it is not yours either. Always use the touchstone of checking in this way. To follow the Father means that the Father's thoughts are your thoughts and the Father's words are your words. What will happen as a result of this? Just as the Father is constantly the embodiment of success, so you yourself will become a constant embodiment of success. Therefore, continue to place your steps in Father's footsteps. When someone continues to move forward and you just keep following him, you easily reach your destination. Therefore, those who follow the Father will be freed from laboring and will constantly continue to experience easy attainment. So then Baba spoke to Kumaris and Baba asked them like how many treasures you have in yourself, how you pay attention to the spiritual study. And Baba emphasized on, and in the present times, there are many who are trapped in this jail, unlimited jail. So be free from the bondage and enjoy this life, which is completely liberated. Become Baba's right hand and not the left hand, because you're very fortunate that you belong to the Father and you have a Kumari life. So Baba also asked Kumaris that what is the deal you have made with Baba? Do you belong to Baba? And do you really say that, Baba, I'm yours? And uh, Baba also says that, yes, you are my child. So it will be a good idea that, you make this clever deal and surrender yourself to Baba, become teachers. Because when Kumar surrender, they are not called teachers, they are called servers, Sevadari. But if a Kumari is surrendered, then she receives the seat of a teacher. So everyone sees her as an instrument equal to Father. So Baba is asking Kumaris that, like you are constantly the world benefactors. So you become that embodiment of success. Go ahead to another one, race, but do not compete. And Baba is asking them to be Baba's right hand and use that your speciality as your Baba's special souls. And also Baba reminded them, Kumaris especially, that be in this awareness of a form of Shakti, because you are an embodiment of power. So wherever you go, you can create or make your stage and create a powerful atmosphere. So be in this form of your awareness that I am Shiv Shakti. Okay, you're not a server, a Sevadari, but you are a Kumari, a Shiv Shakti. Okay, so Baba gave this title and asked them to remain in this combined form of Shiv Shakti, so that you can easily experience your spiritual growth and have some elevated experiences. And when you stay in the stage, you'll receive the return gift from Baba, and that is you'll get a lift for doing service. So this is what Baba said in today's Murli for the group of Kumaris. So we have completed this Murli of 16th April 1982. We will sit in silence for a minute and then continue with the churning. Om Shanti.
Shanti Dattabai,
Om Shanti ji, good morning.
nice to have you back again. Yesterday I was just waiting anxiously for that, and Babdada has given, as if it was a question from me, Middle
Mm.
Baba explained what a definition he gave us yesterday about renunciate and great renunciate. I was just trying to analyze it, and I very humbly concluded the way that paribhasha which Baba had given, I'm just a renunciate, leave alone going to a great. So I was waiting for that final renunciate, but today Baba has underlined, says, sorry, I have not come down here to tell you about that final course. But he's meeting the companions of Royal Court. I just don't know what was Baba's drishti. Because whenever Baba comes, jab wo padramani hota hai, I used to think how he's going to look at us today. And today he's looking at us, like future kingdom. And again, he's putting a condition down there. If the kingdom of the future means now the present confluence age is much more elevated. But I was just thinking, Baba, the present age elevated core to which you are saying, we are in a Purusharthi stage. We are not, our crowns are not still firm on our heads. Our crowns keep coming up and down, and then here he gives off two kinds of crowns. So I was just saying, for which Baba very nicely, and then he speaks about again the Kumbh Mela, like you are all Behti Gangas.
Right.
I don't know why Baba never mentioned us Trivenis when the Kumbh is going on. So, and that one thing, which is actually in Hindi, koto mein koi mein koi, which Baba explains that something huge population and all. So I like that he's saying, you are such types. There are so many people outside. People out in the world are searching, scientists are searching, politicians are searching, scriptures are searching. But you, innocent devotees, innocent child, innocent Lord, honest hearts, I love you. That's the final thing. But it was what to say? It was something off thing for me where Baba is taking me from that final renunciate to some new picture. I was just thinking, for what does Baba give us this break here? Om Shanti.
Oh, wonderful. Thank you so much for sharing. Anyone else would like to share something? In this Murli also, Baba showed us how the court looks like, the present and the future court, which is laying the foundation. The confluence age is actually laying the foundation of royal kingdom in future. So how Baba, displayed all the virtues and specialities, how everyone's position will be, and it is very important for every instrument to have a divine intellect, and it is all an internal tool so that we understand through which how our stage is and how we can stabilize ourselves in that particular stage so that we can do a self-assessment and see how much we have progressed throughout.
Dattabai, can you clarify these two things? See, there were two things which Father Babdada said. He's saying the form and system of the present is going to be the future. Can you clarify? Because we don't know what is the future. It's what Baba says in Vinasa Murlis. But how
Mhm.
can the form and system of the present age confluence quote? What is the form and system Baba is talking here about? That's one thing. Secondly, he also gives us the method. He speaks about being Trikaldarshi and divine intellect, and he asks us to stabilize. So the second question is, what is the stabilizing of position now? So
Mhm.
based on that, if you can just throw you or any other, if we can, they can throw some light on this part. Om Shanti.
Sure. So when Baba is talking about being a self-sovereign soul, is to like the king soul is the king, and all my um, organs, or what we call organs, right? Each and every organ is my वो, मैं आत्मा कर्मेंद्रियों की मालिक हूँ और ये मेरी कर्मेंद्रिया सारी कर्मचारी है. So when we are talking about leading or taking care of yourself without being influenced by any of these karmendriyas, like whatever I should be able to rule my body in such a way that I'm not in my body's control, but body is in my control. I have the complete charge. And when I am able to lead myself with that consciousness that I am not a body and I am a soul, I am the king, then we will be able to rule the future kingdom, so that I am leading with this consciousness that I am the king, the soul is the king. And then he will also be able to lead the external kingdom so beautifully, so well. So that now, here, when we are taking care of ourselves with that clear consciousness attached to only Baba, the one. In future also, we will only listen to the king, which is the only king there in the external form. And that's why Baba says that everyone will bow down to Lakshmi and Narayan. Why? Because they are the king, Vishwa Maharajan and Vishwa Maharani, the world emperors. So we are also connected to the one. Like now at Confluence, we are connected to Baba, sitting on Baba's heart throne, lost in Baba's love, like Baba and me, the connection is very strong. So whatever Baba says, I have to just do that. I have to just follow that. And that's where, in with Baba's love and power, I'm able to take care of myself here, despite of external situations and upheaval. I'm still able to take care of my own kingdom, and that sanskar will be carried forward to Satyug, and that is where I'll be able to take care of myself. Of course, the five elements will help me in the physical form, but the external form, that sanskar, will help me take care of the kingdom there, which is the physical form and the royal kingdom. I hope I've answered your question.
Yeah, Manjay, sort of. But
Mhm.
Baba also says you will be able to experience the three forms: corporeal, subtle, and incorporate constantly. Even that was corporeal. Is he speaking about corporeal Brahma or Shiv Baba in the corporeal form of Brahma?
Mm.
Subtle, of course. So even that he's giving us an underlying thing at the end.
Mhm.
So I was connecting this with
That was in the
that
context
future
of,
position.
right. That was in the context.
So how at the present, I was just, there were some gaps I could find there.
Mhm. Like Baba is on ocean. Like every wave, it comes with a different thing, like what we experience, especially in Murlis. So that is where Baba was talking about how different souls, like let's say scientists or politicians, were not able to reach or understand Baba or attain him. Then here, this Baba is talking about how we children have clever brains and have attained him, and the reason was only the honest heart. So here Baba is talking about our connection with Baba. Okay, how we all, when we with honest heart, are able to be in Baba's company. And that is where, within Baba's remembrance, staying in Baba's company, how we experience the corporeal, subtle, and incorporeal. Like it's easy for us to, at confluence, understand that angelic form or the seed stage or with Baba and Paramdham. So we are able to experience it so easily. So there is a different connection here when we're talking about we and Baba, and the code what Baba was talking about, that was the first part, and this is the second part. Baba spoke about Baba's love and connection, and then what we experience, the honest heart, what it experience is the third thing, what Baba explained. If anyone else would like to add anything in this. Okay, so
Looks like today all are in a silent day mood.
mm,
Uh,
preparing for
Vinod, I liked that even the group which read, where it's given, Baba said museum work and all is fine, okay, but create a sacred, that Shanti. I just wanted to share, very recently in Pune, when we were, I saw this kind of this. There was a good exhibition and all, and they had kept a record, where they fixed them on their earphones and they made them experience for 1 minute a meditation. Few
mm-hmm.
of them they said, acha lagta hai. But there were a few, what he said, we listen to this even on YouTube. We listen to this even when we go outside, we experience peace. But we want to see not just peace, we want to see something else. So when Baba mentioned this, I was just telling Baba, this is your 1982 Murli. Now come and see in practical. There are so many zones of peace. People want something else. They just don't want Shanti Kund. I don't know whether I'm right. I just saw it very recently. And there were some seniors who were saying if I sit in, they were talking about this chakra meditation and all, where we not only have peace, we also purify. What is your throwback on this service? Just that particular paragraph which Baba mentioned. Do you think we should change it a bit?
See, it all depends on every individual how they take it. Okay. Now, there is a possibility, like if you're really looking for peace and if you get an opportunity where you're able to experience peace, you will definitely experience it. However, if someone is just taking it for granted or maybe is not so keen about that experience, then they might say things differently. And I think it is okay because everyone is free to express and share their views. But again, if someone is really, really, really looking for peace and is deprived of it, and if really he's searching for peace, then of course, with few moments of silence, he can really connect well with himself, and Baba can uh, do some magical, touchings to these souls. That sort of thing. Yeah. So can we proceed now? Let us sit back, relaxed and comfortable. And let us look at ourselves as a point of light, a beautiful star setting right in the center of my forehead. shining bright, full of light, light of love, for the one who is so pure, full of love and power. And I see myself in 1 second. I see myself with Baba and Paramdham, sweet silence home. And I see myself surrounded with light. In the ocean of love. And this ocean of light, of love, is so comforting. I see myself sailing in this ocean, constantly filling myself with that love, that comfort, that ease, and lightness. I'm drawn towards that light. And I constantly feel those splashes of light, of love, cleansing me from the inside, taking away all my doubts, worries, tensions. I only have love for the one who is ever pure, who is full of love for me and every other soul. And with a very pure and loveful heart, I say to Baba, Baba, I love you. And Baba, embracing me with the light, is saying, child, you are mine. I belong to you. And I love you. Experiencing this holy communion, full of love, full of light. There's only love and comfort. All the relationships with just one, purest and highest form of love. And I thank you, Baba, for everything. And with that love and connection, that power, I bring back myself in this physical world. And I see that energy of love and light around me. Very comforting. Energy of love. And I'm back to my physical senses completely. Thank you, Baba, for this wonderful experience. Om Shanti.
Thank you, Datta. Bye.
Thank you, Ji. Thank you. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti. Thank you to Baba. Thank you, Datta Bhai. Thank you, Divine Family. See you tomorrow at 5 a.m. Until then, have a lovely day.